Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is entitled I Didn't Know My Own Strength. So I wanted to share with you guys my own journey of strength, and this is a true story. It's based on my life. I begin at high school, my high school days. Now I went to a high school in Tobago that was considered the prestige high school, and that was Bishop's High School. Fantastic time. I had a great time there. I had an excellent educational foundation. And after I finished there at 18 years of age, the natural progression was to go to university. At the time, I was the first in my family to go to university, and so I had no knowledge really of what university entailed. I just knew that most people from my school were going, and so I wanted to go. At that time as well, computers were not as popular. The internet was now becoming an entity in the world, and so I did not really have access to getting a lot of information like we do today. So I went to the University of the West Indies. I applied and got accepted, and I began my degree, my Bachelor of Science degree. During this time, I just did what I thought I should do. I had no foundation in this area. I had no one to tell me anything, to guide me. I had friends, yes, who would share what they knew. I would follow what the lecturer said, but I really lacked any depth of knowledge as to the process at that level and what I should be doing in terms of assignments and research and so on. So I just did what I thought I should do. As a result, I got mostly B's, and I achieved what was known as a lower second class honors degree. Now, this would be maybe about a 3.0 GPA, because at the time we did not use GPA, we just did different levels of degrees. And so my level was a lower second class honors. Now, when I finished that degree, I know people would say, yes, you have a degree. Yes, I did have a degree, and I thank God for it. But it was not the level of degree I wanted. I had friends who had upper second class honors, who had first class honors, and so I did feel a little less than. Although I went on to get a good job, I accomplished things after that, I still for years felt honestly a bit ashamed of that level of degree, because I did not think that I should be a B student. Now fast forward a few years after, I went back to the same university. I did a postgraduate diploma in education. And this time, as I was a bit more mature, I was a bit more sure of myself, I got a distinction, mostly A's and 1 B+. A few years after that, I signed up for a master's degree, and I graduated with a 3.65 GPA. And so I was so proud of myself, having come from a lower second class honors degree to now graduating with honors at a master's level, which is much higher, much more challenging in terms of the level of work and what is required of you, and getting a 3.65 GPA. I was so proud of myself. Now you might say, those of you watching this video, well, you have 3 degrees and we don't have any. But the lesson here is not about the degrees. The lesson is I did not know my own strength. The mental ability that I have today is the same ability I had then. But I could not activate that ability because I did not recognize my strength. I did not know my capability. I did not believe in myself. I did not understand what I was capable of. And I did not believe that I could do it. And that is what made the difference when I was 18 then to where I am now, having completed this master's degree. And so this is really what I want to share with you today. You have to try in life to recognize your strengths, to identify your capabilities, to understand yourself. We spend a lot of time, with friends and with family and so on, and that is excellent. We also spend a lot of time in relationships with others. I'm talking about intimate relationships, romantic relationships, which is okay as well. That's a part of life and an important part of life. But what we don't do many times is spend time with ourselves. We don't spend time with ourselves and get to know who we are. So we don't understand just what we're capable of. We don't understand our likes and dislikes. So sometimes anybody else can come in and tell us anything because we don't understand ourselves. It took me years to get from that point to the point where I am at now. Really because it was a personal journey, and also because I sometimes did not have many people, giving me signposts along the way, so I had to discover a lot of things for myself. And so I want to urge you, especially the young ones who might be looking at this video. You may be in high school, you may be at university level, college, doing something of the sort, to try to discover who you are now. Try to engage yourself, spend time with yourself, try to understand what your capabilities are. So it will not take you as long as me. It will not take you as long as I did to own your strengths and to understand who you are, to understand who you are in the world, to understand who you are in Christ and the capabilities that you have to do and to accomplish things. So Psalm 139 verse 14 says, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I am at a point now where I can believe that. And I can believe that I can use the skills and capabilities that God has given to me to impact the world and to do good and to come on YouTube even and to speak to you. I can now believe that about myself because I am owning my strength at this point in time. So I want to encourage those of you who may be wavering, who are not sure what goals you have, or if you have some goals, you are not sure how you can accomplish those goals, take what you can from this video. Start discovering you. Start discovering yourself. Start getting to know your strengths. And so I want to leave you with that. Thank you again for watching. If you liked what I had to say and would like to hear more, then please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload again. And like the video if you appreciated the information and the encouragement that I had to give. Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.